if you have to talk about payments in India, because you said that technology, you're seeing that for women, technology is not a barrier, it is not a challenge, and today they are leveraging your platform to build their business, to earn a livelihood. What would you say that what are some of the things that we need to do from a tech perspective and more so from a payments perspective?
Yeah, so since all of this commerce now happens on social platforms, right? WhatsApp, Facebook, Instagram, and all of these platforms, by the way, people started to use for commerce, but they were not built for commerce so far. So if you look at it, it's very, very hard. I remember when we started to go out for our first few fundraisers, people used to be surprised about who buys on WhatsApp. Like, how can you buy on WhatsApp? How do you pay on WhatsApp? So these platforms people started to use, but they have not been customized for it. So right now, collecting and paying on WhatsApp before payments started to come was extremely hard. I have to take either your bank account details or I have to take what your Paytm or a PhonePe or a GPay account is. So I think payments is generally one of the biggest friction points in any form of commerce. And when, for example, WhatsApp payments is coming in, a lot of these problems will get solved because all of these businesses are collecting payments on WhatsApp. And as you add more and more steps, you are essentially asking more and more people not to transact on these platforms. Yeah. Whereas the whole of the country, all small businesses in India are right now using WhatsApp to buy or sell. So I think payments now is much more evolved as compared to when we started the company. At that time, we had to kind of figure out hacks to kind of somehow run this. Now with WhatsApp payments coming in, I'm sure something will come in Instagram or Facebook also later on. Some of these things will become like a breeze for everyone. And I think it should just grow the amount of commerce that's happening on these platforms also.
How is Meesho as a product different? How have you understood your customer base? Did you do something different? And how are you leveraging your channel partners? Because I think you have partnership with Facebook and other platforms. What are you doing to make it easy?
Yeah, so when we started off, by the way, for the first 6 months of a company, our product was nothing but multiple WhatsApp groups.
Huh.
We did not even build an app. We thought we don't know if this audience out there can use an app to run this business. So we said, let's just sit on a WhatsApp group, something that all of them relate to, and help them get started with this. And we used to just send broadcasts, chat with them, talk to them, understand their queries. And over time, we realized a lot of these women who spend so much time on the smartphone by staying at home have now figured everything out. And that's when we moved here. But we see that they continue to use WhatsApp with their customer base. So
how long were you on WhatsApp?
Come again?
How long were you on WhatsApp?
About 6 months. Like 6 months, no app, no website, nothing. The whole business was WhatsApp groups and an Excel sheet. That's all.
Interesting.
And we just figured it out from there. And we saw that these women use this. So I don't agree with the fact that a lot of them don't know how to use technology. And that's why they figured out using WhatsApp, Facebook. So 80% of all commerce that happens through a platform happens on WhatsApp, where people are connecting with people around them, their family, their friends, their neighbors, and they create WhatsApp groups, create their identity, put very nice logos on a daily basis, put some fancy content. Now they use WhatsApp status and put again videos of themselves wearing a particular product or using a particular product and then recommending that, hey, why you should buy something like this, right? But all of this is happening on WhatsApp, on Instagram, in their own community. We have seen it just picks up very well because these are familiar platforms. All their family and their community is already here. Yeah. And that's where our relationship with Facebook and WhatsApp comes in. And that's been a great relationship for us. Now they are one of our investors. They've always been very, very helpful. And we see that these are great platforms for people to connect with each other.